Hi, guys. Happy Saturday afternoon. Oh, I'm okay. My monkey loves you. I was upset, but then when I got to thinking about it, I thought, really, you know, because I wrote a letter to a judge begging that my son get help instead of prison, is that a bad thing? But before we even get to that, Alex V held a panel. Rachel, Sunnyside, Angie, Bolo, Zero, my monkey loves you. Um, Coffee with CC. Thank you for your comment, Coffee. But before we even get to that, let's get to an earlier live stream that happened last night. And it was Alex V using clickbait, hey Susan, to get viewers. Hey Sherry, because she just doesn't get views. And I was supposed to come over and hey Allerker, and I was supposed to come over and fight bitch to bitch with Nat Clo. Well, I had already told him earlier in the day that I'm not going to do that. So why Alex V chose to use it as clickbait just to get views? I guess, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right, V? Alex V, not Alex V, because you know you're not really Alex V. Hey, Texas Rose. So, because Nat Fabi Clo, who only loves masculine men, that's what he told Wogs the other day. By the way, so don't any wimpy men come at Fabi Clo because he's just not going to have anything to do with you. So I went back. I didn't listen to it last night. I, I, I went and watched my true crime until I fell asleep. And I get up this morning and I have some messages. So I go back and I listen to about 5 minutes of Alex V, long enough to hear them say that my son deserves what he's getting from Natasha because he is a public figure. Hey, Twanda. So let's talk about public figures, shall we? Because my son's not on YouTube. He doesn't have a channel. He doesn't fuck with anybody around here. He actually told me when it comes to Natasha, let her make her hustle. He didn't give two fucks. But let's talk about public figures on here, okay? Hey, RK. Starlight, your brother is a public figure, right? Right? He's been in the newspaper, probably did a commercial or two. I don't know. So, would it make it right for somebody to come on here and drag the shit out of your brother because of words said on here? Hmm. Lexi Lou, I noticed you were in the chat. Your husband is quite the public figure. As a matter of fact, he's on national television for what, every Sunday, 9 months out of the year? So, would it be right to come on here and drag him for filth? These are all just questions that go through my mind occasionally. So, do these people, there's a lot of public figures on here. A lot of them that aren't even on YouTube, such as my son, because he has a criminal record, such as Starlight's brother, because, well, he's been on the cover of a newspaper or whatever the article was about. I don't even fucking know. Don't even care. Such as Lexi Lou's husband, who is, like I said, on national TV every Sunday, 9 months out of the year. These are all public figures. Hey, Clary. So, do they also deserve what my son is getting? Because I played a public video of Natasha Cooper's, who, by the way, Natasha, your family is also public figures on here. So, Natasha, if you think getting on your live stream and reading a letter that I wrote to a judge begging him to have mercy on my son because of his addiction is a bad thing, I'm just not seeing it that way. What mother wouldn't? Because on the flip side of that coin, I also believe, and my son knows, that for every action is a consequence. That was a very heartfelt letter that I wrote to the judge on behalf of my son. Yes, Natasha was on the news. And her whole family story, there's 6 or 7 articles on it. Now, remember where this goes back to. I played a video belonging to Natasha Cooper. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Cats Rule, Kim, Angie Brooks Zero. Beautiful puppy. So, Alex V and them want to normalize what is, and Hartley, because Hartley's been in chat saying, I deserve everything I get. Uh, so, is that really the truth? I do hold boundaries with my son, Daria, but I'm never going to walk away from him. I've been in support groups for mothers of addicts, and a lot of them do the tough love, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, tough love to a point. Yes, Tawanda posted a public true crime group photo that Natasha herself has posted. Did that warrant Tawanda being doxxed? Now, One Win, on the other hand, has a video up of Mommy Rambling's children who she blurred out their faces. She made that clear. She blurred out their faces. Steph, hey y'all. It's all Lizzie. Hey, Side Eye. But it's still Mommy Rambling's children, minor children. But she thinks what Tawanda did by posting a public photograph out of an open public true crime group that Natasha posted herself, and you can't make out any of the young lady's features, which good for Natasha for taking the picture that way, is somehow worse than what she did to Mommy Rambling's kids. Now, if you remember back, there was a whole live stream where they laughed and cackled about how they were going to contact the game warden, um, because, you're not allowed to feed the eagles. So, when, sweetie, you're no better. You're no better than what Tawanda did. So, for you to sit up there and try to preach to Tawanda is actually kind of funny. And your excuses for your bad behavior is really kind of funny. Thank you, Daria. I have my faults. I have my flaws, of course. He didn't even feed the damn eagle. He threw a fish up in the air. My brother threw 2 dead fish out last weekend and an eagle swooped down and got them. What was my brother supposed to do? You going to call the game warden every time an eagle swoops down and grabs a fish that someone may not have caught yet? But they had a whole live stream about it, talking about calling game wardens, and they were just cackling and laughing. It was pretty stupid, Mandy. But it's okay because it's Mommy Rambling's kids. It's okay because it's my kid. Now, I would like you all to go over and read One Wind's community post to Mander, because she flat out says she does not agree with doxing. But yet she's told me numerous times, I poked the bear. I poked the bear. I poked the bear. So you do agree with doxing, One Win. Don't, you're making yourself look so stupid. Right, RK. But Natasha, if you're listening or someone sends you this, can I just say that the fact that you read that letter, hello, Hooker, did not affect me the way that you wanted it to. It was a beautiful letter. It was a heartfelt letter. And it was a letter asking a judge for help for my son. So if that makes me a bad person, okay. If you wouldn't do it for your own child, that's sad. But all these public figures, this talk of public figures done over there on Alex V's panel, they really forget who public figures are. I will always go to the ends of this earth for my son. And I'm not ashamed of it. I am ashamed of some of my son's behaviors, but I love my son. I would die for him. I know, Sarah. Why would she think that letter would make me look bad? All she did was prove that I am a very good mother who loves her son. Kentucky's blowing Florida away. My sister's over there right now and her wife. Well, they were a few minutes ago, which I don't care. I don't like Kentucky or Florida. But I don't know what the point in reading that letter was. It didn't do anything except make me look good. So, congratulations, Natasha. Copy with CC in my son's court records because Florida is a sunshine state, sunshine law. Everything goes into your court records. I had written a letter. Now, and I just want to say one more thing, Natasha. If you're going to continue to read out my son's criminal record, would you read the entire cases and see the end results instead of just throwing out there what'll stick to the wall? Right. Natasha took a shot and missed. So thank you, Natasha, for proving that I am a very good mother that would take a bullet for her child, that has never once called my son a derogatory name. And thank you, Alex V, Hello Starlight, Kimmy P, and Fabi Clo. Hey, sent in for making it known that if you're a public record, or if you're a public figure, I'm sorry, that it's no holds bar on here. Christy A, my son's tough love would be his death. And see, I know that. I know my son. And I know if I ever totally walked away from him and abandoned him, he would be dead right now. And I'm just not going to let that happen. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen. And as long as my son is paying the consequences for his actions, I don't understand what the big problem is. You called him a disease on society, Natasha? A disease on society. Let me let you in on a little secret, Natasha. My son would never sit on a panel and talk about you that way. Now, he might burn your ass for talking about me that way. Hey, Jill. But he don't give two fucks what you say about him. See, I taught my son to give his chair up to people like you? My son says, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. His behavior when he's using is not my son. It's the behavior of an addict. But you think he's a disease on society? Has he affected your life, Natasha? Has my son affected your life? Yes, I know him. And I can't believe the ones that have suffered through addiction and the ones who have children who have suffered through addiction, the ones that are currently still battling addiction, have nothing to say about this. But it doesn't even matter anymore because Natasha proved me to be the person that I and most of you all know that I am. And that's a damn good mom. And if that is my only claim to fame on this earth, I'll fucking take it. But what I do know, hey, Country Joe. Oh, she's not getting to me on this one, Country Joe. Because by reading that letter out of his court records, she, she didn't do nothing but prove again that I'm a good mom and not one that calls their children derogatory names. So, again, thank you, Natasha. And you keep on grifting off of my son. Because you know what he said? He said, let her get her hustle on, Mom. Even if it's off my back, let her get her hustle on. That's how good my son is. When I talked to him and I was so upset weeks ago about what was going on. Oh no, Alex V. You just made it clear that because my son is a public figure, that's what your panel did, Alex V. And again, you're not even Alex fucking V. But while you're in here, not Alex V, maybe you could tell me why you, you were made, it was made clear I was not coming to your platform. Why you use me for fucking clickbait? Because it did get you over 52 viewers. Nobody's lying to me, Alex V. I'm going off the 5 or 10 minutes that I listened to you all. Nobody's telling me anything. You don't have a problem with doxers, Alex V. You don't have it. Why are you sitting here preaching to me about me normalizing what Natasha did by continuing to dox when you sat next to Starlight, who put that fucking blog out, bitch? Now you're making me mad. And I don't want to get mad. So Alex, not V, not Alex V. Don't come in here running your mouth, telling me that I'm trying to normalize doxing. I'm not. I doxed fucking Hartley because Hartley had become my stalker. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't go after Hartley's children. That's what I didn't do. And I didn't go after Natasha's child. But when I have the people saying that I deserve what I got, then, like I said, remember, when you all normalized the doxing of my son because he is a public figure, then you, not Alex V, normalized the doxing of everyone on here who has ever been on the news, had an article written about them. You did that, Alex. Your panel did that. You don't even know Allie, not Alex V, or do you? Are you Allie? Because I have Allie's phone number in my phone. I'm not threatening to dox you. I'm just saying your name's not Alex V. Are you a public figure? Damn it, I hit buttons again. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Clary. I'm not threatening to dox you. I'm just saying you're not Alex V. Okay, emotional hostage. That sounds like a sad place to be. An emotional hostage? Are you Randy? That's what she claims all the time. Maybe you're Sin. If you're Sin, you need to come talk to me again. I know, Beth. The logic they use to justify their actions is just insane. Yeah. What else was said again? That's right. That Sarah F was fair game. Why is Sarah F fair game? Alex V, you're going to have to catch up on the stream. Or I'm sorry, not Alex V. Hartley, you've been clipping me for 2 years, applying me to ugly faces. You're a fucking stalker, Hartley. Now, you might want to go watch Space Monster. I think she put out something about you not too long ago. I'm not sure. Guys. No, no, no. Nobody would have known about my son. Nobody would have known, emotional hostage, about my son to even attack my son if that blog hadn't have been put out. And where did it come from? It came from a fucking Discord where Mander put it out in the Discord, which, hey, people put shit in Discords. We laugh about it. We carry on. But then somebody decided to turn it over to Natasha Cooper. I'm not going to fight over this, okay? It's not worth fighting over. Why is Sarah, answer the question, not Alex B. Why is Sarah F fair game? Would you answer that for Clary, please? Hartley, I haven't mentioned you. You're the one coming in here running your Gibbs. I did what I did. I have no takebacks. And I told you, continue to fucking come for my neck and I will continue to come for yours. So you didn't say anything. Right. Hartley just keeps poking the bear, poking the bear, poking the bear. Isn't that right, one win? Not Alex V. They are so desperate for content. I haven't mentioned you, Hartley, because to the best of my knowledge, you haven't posted anything about me. That's why I haven't mentioned you. You see how that works? I had no intentions on speaking on you. You come in here flapping your Gibbs. What do you mean? So you were asking me not to clip you? I asked you 2 freaking years ago, Hartley. Okay, now you're all pissing me off. This was going to be a very calm. Oh, did I emotional hostage? I apologize, Hartley. I called you a stalker, but you kind of are. I mean, when you make 60 videos, you're sitting here admitting to making 60 videos on me. So I apologize, Hartley. I have no intentions on speaking of you again if you don't speak on me. Yeah, Hartley, and they're all in a row. And guess what? Breaks terms of service. And if I really wanted to be a bitch, I would report them. I would take the time to sit down and long form every fucking one of them past the first three. And you would lose your fucking channel. But see, it ain't, all you have to do is quit talking about me. Right, Susan? I'd be embarrassed to admit I've made 60 videos about any one person. Tell us you have hobbies without telling us you have no hobbies. Of course you don't, not Alex V. Of course. It's your panel, your chat, and you have no idea. That's cool. And I'm done talking about her. And I'm done putting anything I know about her out. That's all I ever asked for 2 fucking years. So yes, Republican Ash, I am done with Hartley. You're right. I can't tell you to quit talking about me, Hartley. You're right. Well, I can tell you, but you don't have to listen. And emotional hostage. Now you're starting to sound like Fabby Clo. Are you Fabby Clo? I mean, we know you only like masculine men, but are you in here? Tracy, go ahead and call Hartley an N word and balance out the word. What did you say? No, I'm not doing that, Ross. Yeah, that's true. Emotional, it probably is 247 because she brings up Starlight everywhere she goes. Yeah, it's either Fabi Clo or 247. What a stupid name, emotional hostage. I only thought of Nat Clo because he's so simpy when it comes to shit like that. Alex, actually, it was super random. Kimmy went on some weird tangent about how if Manda's Discord was leaked, Truth and I are fair game. I don't have Manda's Discord, and I don't. Why would Sarah leak it? She was in it, wasn't she? You're not sure what she meant, but you didn't even bother to question it, Alex. You didn't even bother to say, "What the fuck are you talking about, Kimmy?" Why would the Truth and Sarah F be fair game if Amanda Lynn's Discord got leaked? Just agreed with her for the fuck of it. Yeah, yeah. So you did agree, not Alex V. Hey, Nunya Biz. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Mary B. Look, Mary B comes right in and doxes herself. But, I mean, y'all want to talk about my infatuation with Starlight? Let's talk about your all's infatuation with Steph. Because every time you open your mouth, Steph comes out. Steph's name rolls right off your tongues. Come on, girls. Well, thank you, Mary B. I already like you too. You come in here balls a blazing. Hold on, you're going to hear the TV in the background for a minute. It's football. Yeah, why? Why do you all worry so much about Discord leaks? Alex, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? That you sit around and sweat things coming out of a Discord. I've always said, any Discord I'm in, if it ever gets dropped, I won't be embarrassed. So what are you so worried about, not Alex V? You kind of got like one win syndrome going on. Oh, you don't like people to make threats and try to intimidate? You mean like your entire fucking panel did last night? Is that what you're talking about? Not Alex V? Is that what you're talking about? Can you see where the threats and shit came from your panel? Like Sarah and me were threatened last night? You agreed with it, not Alex V. I agree, Clary. Should I just get rid of them? Because this was a very calm live stream. Me thanking Natasha for putting out the lovely letter that I wrote about my son. You're a shit stirrer, not Alex V. That's what you are. Hey, Amber K. Well, like I said, it was made very clear on Alex's panel last night that people are public figures, that it's okay to dox, that you get what you get. Now, if Alex V would have had a hair on her ass, she would have said, "No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with just because you're a public figure." No, my son is, Amber K. My son is a public figure, so he deserves what he's getting. But Natasha did nothing but, yeah, he's famous. He is now. He's Jameis. But Natasha actually did me a favor by proving what a good mother I really am. So I'm just here to thank her and to ask, not Alex V, if she believes that because you're a public figure, it's okay to dox, because that's what her panel said. By the way, I don't think anybody's Discord should be dumped. No one's. And really, Alex, I don't understand why you used me for clickbait when I told you I wasn't coming on your panel because I'm afraid of perverts. I was very clear about that in Laura's. So why you continue to use that as clickbait is beyond me. But it did get you over 52 viewers. So I guess it was a smart business move. So don't come in here, not Alex V. Thank you, Republican Ash. I'm not a bad person. Desperate for views, Steph. You're damn right. That's what I told her, Amber K. when Fabi Clo challenged me for a bitch to bitch on a panel, they just assumed it was going to be Alex B's panel. But I told her flat out in Laura's that I was not coming on her panel because I'm scared of perverts. And that's who they hang out with. So why she bothered to set it up like it was going to be some big WWF brawl? Stop with the 52 viewers. That's all she gets. I think she got 80 last night. They thought they were going to come over there and see a shit show between me and Fabi Clo. I made it clear earlier in the day it wasn't going to happen. And it wasn't funny. I mean, I could even laugh if it had humor to it. It wasn't even funny. But what these people find funny is sickening. So, penis. That's right. Let it rip, Amber K. Amber K types in my chat one time in how many months? Let's just say she's not Alex V. Was it UFC? Okay. See, it didn't even catch my attention enough to know that it was UFC. What did catch my attention is, of course, Starlight talking about my dog and Kimmy P talking about my dog. Now, this is Kimmy P who rubs her ass on the carpet on a live stream like a dog. But she wants to talk about my dog. My dog doesn't have worms, Kimmy P. But this is the kind of immature shit they find funny. And I told Nat Clo I'll go head to head with him on a neutral panel. Alex B is not neutral. Well, Chair Sniffer is not only funny, but it's true. He wrote it in his Dear Diary and he put it on Reddit. So, yeah, first time Amber K had, um, yes, KKK Kimmy, yes. But then they'll bring up what I said to John Crimes, which is nothing compared to what Kimmy said, but it was both, it was gross, both of us. At least I apologized. What did PF say? PF, you'll probably get called out for typing in my chat. Dear Diary, I lost my job today for sniffing my boss's chair. I didn't know it was wrong. I didn't put that out. Naklo did. You don't think they'll call PF out? They don't want that smoke. But like I said, along comes Amber K, who hasn't been around in months. She types in my chat one time and she gets called out about it. But you took the heat off Sarah F for a minute, Amber, because Sarah gets called out. Well, apparently now she's fair game along with me. I'm fair game over a Discord that I was never even fucking in. Yeah, well, see, Alex B, you might be the most neutral pony, but I don't like you ponies. So why would I come on your platform? Why would I give you content? I don't understand. So, I mean, I made it clear earlier in the day that it wasn't going to happen on your panel. I specifically told you in Laura's chat that I'm scared of perverts. And because that's who you all choose to hang around with, I choose not to come up on your panel. Now, not all of your friends are perverts. Not Alex V. Not all of them. But one in particular. So what was going to happen was I was going to go over there. I was going to put Nat Clo. I was going to make him cry. And then Alex V was going to let Starlight and Kimmy P and what other boring fuck was up there? It was what other boring fuck was on your panel? Hey, cats. I remember the day I gave up with most of them, and that was when they shit on Dova and Whiskey and Smokey's panel. Showed their asses. Yeah, they're pretty good at that. They're pretty good at that, British. But then they want to run and cry. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. When they get a clap back. A clap back that's just a little harder than what they had, than what they gave. You can't tell somebody how hard to clap back. Just like I can't tell Natasha how hard to clap back. But see, Natasha's not clapping at me. She's clapping at my son. A man who would give her the shirt off his back. Well, it probably wouldn't fit, but a man who would give her the shirt off his back, regardless of what she said about him. A man who instructed me to tell her when I talked to him a few weeks ago about what was going on because I was so upset, to let her get her hustle on. Let her make her money off of him. Right. My son is a grown man, Mary B. But and according to them on here, that matters. But he's my baby. According to some on here, because he's a grown man and he's a public figure because of his criminal record. So I'm just pointing out other public figures. Starlight's brother, Lexi Lou's husband, Natasha's family. Hey, Donna's Crafty Creations. That's all I'm doing. And to give Natasha kudos for reading such a lovely, heartfelt letter. Thank you, Natasha. But because they find me so deserving of what I'm getting, which is having my son ostracized all over this platform. Ah, but he's still your baby, right, Mary B? What did Jonathan say? Oh, but I did dox Jonathan, so I can't really say that. I'm not above it at this point. Because when I see all of these people setting with doxers and setting with real lifers, and saying that I deserve what I get, then okay, you get it right back. Yes, Jonathan, I did dox. And I wish I hadn't, but I really just don't feel that bad about it. I mean, I have not lost an ounce of sleep over it. What I feel bad about is my friends that don't support it. And I have offered to walk away from them so they're in no way connected to it, because not one person has clapped me on the back and said, "Way to go, girl, way to get her." Not one. Clary got huge lesbian energy going on. Oh, there's huge lesbian energy in the stables, probably why the word penis offends them. Come on, penis can't offend them. Not when Starlight sits on a panel talking about her sugar walls and how he'd like to touch them and lick them and squeeze them and hug them. Thank you, Jonathan. I am a good person. But, you know, you can only you can only be pushed so far, right? One win. Jonathan, we'll have to talk about that in private. I'm not going in and not get into that. Think, Jonathan, think hard. Or just totally forget I said it. But poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear. Well, I guess it was my turn to be the bear. I'm sure he can settle for sniffing the chairs. Crying over a name, some rocks, and a haircut being doxxed, while simultaneously saying Tracy deserves what happened to her son because she poked the bear. And you can't see how fucking stupid you all look. Touche, Clary. You're right. I don't believe any of us are racist either. I don't believe Starlight's racist. I don't believe Kimmy P is racist. I know I'm not a racist. I believe bad words got said. But they always throw that John shit in my face. So that's why Kimmy P's got brought up today, I guess. Rostock. What did Jonathan say? No, probably not, Jonathan. Probably you are like not close, Jonathan. Right. Nobody's racist. Ross pushed Kimmy into saying the N word. Yes, a haircut got doxxed. I said pixie cut. But that's fine because me and Hartley are cool now. Because now Hartley's she's quit clipping me. So I'm done with Hartley. Now all she can do is sit in chats and talk shit about me, which is perfectly okay. Yes, PF, they did say that. I mean, Randy tapped out weeks ago, a month or two ago. She tapped out. She went live saying, "This is it." And then she tapped back in. Yeah, truth is their new Laura. And planting the seeds that I'm somehow back with Laura. I'm sorry. I think I do remember when Laura was going at somebody that the ponies didn't like, and they all ran in there and got memberships. And still to this day, if Laura is talking about somebody that they don't like, they go in there. Does that mean they're back with Laura? Poof. I know it is good to see PF again. Hey, AMD. See, AMD goes in their chats. I don't have a problem with AMD. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the name right, but I don't have a problem with that person. Yes, Tawanda. Well, I don't know if it was recently. Hello, Starlight is the new lemonade. You're kind of right, Cosmic. Considering the panels and shit she's going on and what she's doing, you're kind of right. Right, Amber. They all ignore that stuff because it doesn't fit their narrative. Right, AMD. And that's all anyone can ask of somebody, you know. If you come into my chat, don't sit in another chat and talk shit about me. I don't care where people go. I don't care who's friends with who. I didn't care that Randy and One Win became Natasha's sidekick. I was proven a point, and the point has been proven. So for One Win to even put out that community post that she does not support doxing is fucking hilarious. Right, Amber K? Yes, Pepper, please DM Jonathan. Because that could really turn into a bad live stream. I bet you do, AMG. Well, I made a big girl decision, so I won't be touching much grass this weekend. So they only forget what they've done. They don't forget. Yes, very much ban evading. But I think what happens is her supporters have these little bitty channels with like 23 subscribers. So they just give her the channels. I don't know. I don't even care that Natasha is on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. I said last night, NC is going to ruin what's left of their community and just ride off into the sunset to continue scamming the internet. You're right, Cosmic. That is exactly right. I think I'll pin that. I probably won't remember how to unpin it, but I think I'll pin it. Hey, Cass. Yes, Amber K. Have you not seen the video? I'll send it to you. But then wants to talk about a person for a week, digging a wedgie out of their ass. You can't make this shit up. Sarah is welcome in your chat, Alex. After being told she's fair game, you want to invite her into your chat? That's very kind of you. Sarah, did you hear that? You have been officially invited into Alex V's chats. How sweet. Yes. That is so sweet of Alex V to come in here and invite Sarah into her chat after listening to her panel say that Sarah is fair game, which is a threat. As Alex V comes in here and says, I'm threatening her, when all I said is, Alex V is not your name. Donna, trust me, a lot of people felt that way. Oh, it definitely is, PF. It is definitely a bigger shithole than when you left. And it's because of the people that are being brought into this community. See, if it would have just stayed us, then it would remained. Right. I bet Sarah will be running to accept that invitation. If it would have remained just us, then tomatoes would have continued to be thrown until the end of time. Talks to Tex hates me too, PF. But because of the people that get brought in, it just gets shittier and shittier and shittier. Hey, Janie Bobaney. Look at Jonathan's face. Did you just talk to Pepper, Jonathan? I think Jonathan and Pepper just had a little birds and bee conversation. Used to get yelled at for throwing tomatoes, and now look. Jonathan, you are so funny. And Pepper, God bless you. Yes, observer. I also Googled the meaning. Oh, Jonathan, bless your heart. And I don't mean bless your heart in a catty southern way. I mean bless your heart. Because, sometimes as southerners, we say bless your heart. And what we really mean is you're so fucking stupid. But I'm not saying that like that to you, Jonathan. I mean, really, bless your heart. Pepper, God love you. How are we ever going to keep Jonathan innocent? Hello, unseen. Are you friend or foe? Because Pepper's done let me know that she's not going to tolerate nasty trolls any longer. And Puss in Boots told me the same thing. It's just not going to fly. Throw them tomatoes, Cass. Let them rip. Right, unseen. I know. That's why I had to clarify when I said bless your heart to Jonathan that I didn't mean it in a not nice way. Pepper. I do, PF. I honestly do. Because you're good people. Jonathan, you can ask a question, but I don't know if I'm going to answer it, but you can ask. Oh, I'm scared. I love you, Jonathan, but I'm scared. You got my heart palpitating over your question, your upcoming question. I might have to send you back to Pepper. Just hope when Steph and I do an upcoming exposure stream. Well, I would hate for that to happen, Ross. I'm still waiting on bated breath for Jonathan's question. Sarah is good people. You know what? And that's the best thing that happened to me on here is the people that I met that actually walked away from the ponies. Earth is female mother nature, so question is does Earth have a sugar wall too? Good Lord, Jonathan. I don't even know if Pepper could answer that. Can I get back with you? I'll screenshot it. It's so cute that you went there, though. Janie, we had a damn good time. Oh, I talked to her, PF. I'll tell her. I love Sonia. Or as Diane would yell at me, it's Sonia. You gotta love when somebody yells at you for pronouncing somebody's name other than theirs wrong. But see, that was back in the good days. Yes, I will definitely tell her, PF. Did you all used to communicate through like email or anything? Because I could tell her to email you. Hold on, I'm grabbing something to drink. I don't know, Cosmic. I don't know why Fabi Clo called himself a bitch. I don't know why a grown man would do that. Those are usually fighting words when you call a man a bitch. But he also went into Wogs and said that he wasn't interested in Wog. He was only interested in masculine men. Thank you, Clary. So I don't know. I can't understand Fabi Clo. And if you don't know why I'm calling him Fabi Clo, go look at his new hairdo. The difference is Fabi Clo had hair up front too. Oh, is it crackly or was it me opening this bottle unseen? Is it crackly? I told you all before, I felt sad when somebody put out that song, Kermit the Frog singing that sad song in reference to Nat Clo. It made me sad. Pepper. Oh my God. True. Bruce Jenner did have a period of time where he had to grow his hair out in order to become Caitlyn. True. Oh, I see unseen. I see unseen. Oh, Jess Fletch has a question. Where in the heck is Wendy V at? I think Wendy V's just kind of doing her own thing right now. I can't answer for her, but I think she's just kind of doing her own thing. Hello, Johnny Cuddy. Right, she's in bed right now, I would imagine. Nat Close sounds like Kermit, acts like Gonzo, and Miss Piggy combined. Oh, you got to get a kick out of old Fabi Clo. I do. When he challenged me bitch to bitch, I'm sorry, but thank you, Fabi Clo, because it gave me a. Wendy V is too cool for this place. It even got too easy and boring for her lives. And I think her lives are great. She does have good live streams. Yes, this is the most attention that Chloe has received since the $500 half hug in Florida. Yes. 509 miles for. I only have one thing to say for don't answer. I want Wendy V on the upcoming live with you and Steph. The three of you together are very funny. Yeah, and like I said, I think Wendy's kind of taking a break. I mean, you never know. I mean, she's in bed now, but she just might pop up one morning and do a live stream, which I will totally enjoy. Oh, goodness. So, again, I just came live to thank Natasha for reading that lovely letter that I wrote on behalf of my heart and soul, my son. Now you know that I am an extremely good mother. So thank you. And to let the panel of Alex V last night know that if being a public figure makes it okay to be targeted on here, then think about your lives. Think about the people in your lives, real lives. 'Tis the season, rattle, rattle. Oh, hell no. Ain't nobody rattling. I didn't get to go to the track tomorrow, which I made my own big girl decision because the money I have in my account, I want to spend on Christmas. I actually have some things in my Amazon account. I'm just waiting to hear check out, or I'm just waiting to hear. I'm just waiting to push the button check out now. If it wasn't for the people in it, it wouldn't be so bad, the human race. True. I did see part of the Sin saga. Did they ever thank Wendy B for figuring that out? No, actually, they took credit for it themselves. One Win said, when we figured out. She didn't say when the figured it out, PF. Never once did they take credit. As a matter of fact, she told a little fib and said she didn't even watch Wendy V's. So somebody just sent her a clip. Just like she said, she didn't even watch. She was only in that stream when I was on Laura's panel for only a second. But yet she had it all recorded and handed it right over to Starlight at beck and call. So, One Win, you're not being very honest these days. In your community post, saying you don't support doxers when it's clear you do. You support doxers who are getting poked, right? Because you poke the bear, you poke the bear, you poke the bear. I mean, that's the only conclusion, the only rational conclusion any rational person can come up with because they see who you're rubbing elbows with. Oh, Steph, low blow. Of course, the observer. So, with that, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to do some dishes. And, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch some Netflix or touch some grass. You never know. But I do appreciate you all coming in and supporting my stream. I so appreciate some of the friendships that I have on here. Jonathan, you are true joy to be around. And with that, try not to be a public figure, I guess. Have a good day, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.